The presentation of credentials is a colorful and memorable occasion in the Polish tradition. The honors were extended to Ambassador and Mrs. Anthony Mukwita when the Zambian envoy came to present his credentials. The ceremony consisted of 2 cars and 3 police cars, with 2 up front and 1 behind, to keep other motorists from obstructing the convoy on its way to Belvedere, the presidential palace. A security officer and a protocol official from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs was assigned to the ambassador. With sirens along the 5-minute drive from Sheraton Hotel to the presidential palace, the ambassador gets at least for once to enjoy privileges normally reserved for a visiting head of state. At the presidential palace, a guard of honor is mounted for Ambassador Mukwita as he takes a stand next to the chief of protocol, and the Polish military plays the Zambian national anthem. The ambassador inspects the guard of honor. Shortly after, faces the military formation and in a raised voice greets the Polish army in Polish. In unison, the military shouts back in Polish, whose English translation is, "Thank you, Ambassador." Inside the palace, the ambassador, Mrs. Mukwita, and the honorary consul who represents Zambia's interests in Poland, and other guests take their respective positions to wait for President Duda of Poland. Momentarily, the Polish leader emerges from behind doors and takes his position opposite the Zambian envoy. The chief of protocol introduces him to the ambassador in a raised voice, after which Mr. Mukwita takes a few steps forward to present his credentials, which are letters signed by President Edgar Lungu to his Polish counterpart, informing him that the bearer of the letters was his envoy. In the next few moments, the Polish president introduces some of his officials. Later, the ambassador also gets to introduce his wife and the honorary consul. The Polish leader then conducts his guest behind closed doors, where the 2 hold talks with the president's officials in attendance for an estimated 10 minutes. When the talks are over, the ambassador is accompanied by the chief of staff, who sees him to the palace exit, where, while standing on the steps, the Polish anthem is played. Shortly after, a convoy leaves the palace down the busy streets of Warsaw. Again, the traffic cleared for the convoy, the ambassador is conducted to a place called a tomb of an unknown soldier. Here, part of the history of Poland is shared by a military officer, especially the roles played by the military over the years in defending the country. It's a colorful, solemn and dignified ceremony that attracts scores of onlookers and tourists from different parts of the world. With ceremony concluded, the ambassador was seen off by senior military officials. Lasting roughly 40 minutes, the ceremony took place under a bright sunny day, a feature not normally expected at this time of the year. Initially, it was feared that it might rain and dampen the mood of the day. However, a typical Zambian sunny day ruled the skies from the beginning of the ceremony to the end.